Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Persona 5 Royal Steelbook Edition. I know I've been having this long series where I go over different versions of games before you buy them, but today I'm going to be showing you what one of them might look like. One of my bigger videos was over Persona 5 Royal, so I want to show you guys what this game looks like. Obviously this isn't like one of the bigger editions, this isn't like the the Phantom Thieves edition or anything like that. This is just the normal Steelbook edition, but I thought it was pretty cool and I wanted to show you guys some stuff about this. A lot of you wanted to know if you still got the dynamic theme, if you got the game physically, and yes, that is true, you still get it. I also got this Phantom Thieves little pins like Joker's mask. GameStop, I think, we're just throwing these away. I imagine it's just because they have a big stock of them and they just want to get rid of them. If I was a betting man, I'd say that's probably why they did that. But let's get going on with the actual game here. So just like Catherine, Persona 5 Royal also got a Steelbook version of the game whenever they decide to update the game or remaster them. This is kind of a remaster, kind of not. But they always put them in steelbooks usually and have this, a nice little plastic sleeve over it. The plastic sleeve just has the things like the PlayStation logo and the rating and the steelbook, everything else. On the back you actually get the ratings and all the different stuff, like networking, blah blah blah. All that shenanigans is on the back of this, but the actual steelbook itself does not have that on the back. It actually shows the entire crew, and the front and back go together. Something cool that I noticed was that the sleeve goes over it. This is actually the back of the game. You can just tell from that. This is actually the back of the case. Joker is not actually on the front. Whenever they slide that thing on, they actually put the back of the case on there. Normally you'd open a game, this way, and boom, the game would be in there, but it's actually in reverse. I thought that was kind of interesting how they did that, and it's a nice steel book, opens up pretty easy, but yeah, I thought that was interesting. I think Catherine's also the same way, but I guess there's no really front or back on that one. It's kind of just all one thing, but you figure Joker being on the front, it would have to be the front, but he's actually at the back of the case. But the steelbook actually looks very, very nice, and they all go together just like that. That is perfect. A little smudgy on this side. I actually thought the black would be worse, but actually the red is a little bit smudgier. That's the bad thing about these games. You have to, for steelbooks is you just have to open them one time and leave them on the shelf, never open them again. But overall, I think this looks really nice. The dynamic theme was on a booklet in here, and of course you got some other random shenanigans that don't really matter a whole lot, but there's the actual game itself. Nice little holographic looking Joker for the disc. I think this looks a whole lot better than the original game did, and you can tell on the back we have this Joker in like a shattered glass with each character in the piece of glass. If you take the disc out, it actually shows you the entire cast, including the newest character of the crew here as well, and little Morgana kind of got shafted there. It even has Akechi in it, which is pretty interesting. I'm glad that they show all that. They give Akechi some of the love that he deserves, which is pretty cool as well. On the front and back of the steelbook, guys, this is what the dynamic theme is. If you guys got this on PlayStation or just pre-ordered it digitally or physically, and you got the dynamic theme. The dynamic theme is actually both versions of these. You know how PlayStation has a lower screen and the upper screen. The upper screen, I guess, whenever you go up to like your friends or your settings and whatnot, that is actually one side, and the other side, which is this shattered one, this is actually the bottom, down where your games are listed and stuff like that. So this pretty much is a dynamic theme you're getting, and it also plays a song during it. It actually plays the opening theme for this game. So that's pretty interesting. I noticed how it was just instrumental stuff that they had shown, or I guess let you listen to while you had some of the other themes. But for this game, you're actually getting the actual song. It actually plays with lyrics and everything. The opening song for this game. And of course, right there is on the back would have been a code. I already redeemed it, so I guess it's a little too late if you're trying to get that if I showed it to you. But overall, I think this looks really nice. The disc, I really gotta admit, looks perfect. I mean, that nice holographic look is actually really, really cool, and yeah, if I were to say Steelbook wise, if this is worth it, definitely. I mean, Persona in general, they tend to always look very, very nice. They have very good aesthetics. I know that's kind of a word that is being thrown around a lot here lately, but honestly, it looks really nice. And the way they do it just is perfect. You can kind of tell how it's only red and some lighter colors like white. And this actually has kind of a, I don't know, it's like a, I don't know how to describe it. Looks like they're in an old film or something like that. It might be kind of hard to tell on the webcam exactly that, but it's kind of not really gray, but like deserty looking, I guess, kind of orangish in a way. But the red shows up really well. You can tell from the new character, she shows up really well as well. But Joker though, he doesn't kind of blend in. And, personally, I think he doesn't really blend in super well with the theme of the other ones. If you look at the full thing, you could tell Joker's coloring is brighter than the other group over on this side. You could tell it's a little bit different. Kind of fades into it though, which is actually pretty nice. And actually, the seam of it also fits in with it too, which I thought was pretty cool. Most Steelbooks, you actually get the seam. It doesn't collapse into it. You get the seam actually included there, which is pretty nice. Overall, I gotta admit, this is probably one of the better Steelbooks. It is a matte though, and it's easily able to have fingerprints on them. I noticed that the Steelbook for Catherine, I keep, comparing these two because it's from the same company, but Catherine's was kind of more of a grittier. It wasn't a glossy Steelbook, so you really didn't get fingerprints on the Catherine one because it's kind of like a grittier, more, it has more texture to it, you can tell. With this, it's definitely just like a straight Steelbook, and it's glossy looking. Honestly, it's really dope, especially with this art on the back of all the characters, or I guess the front, however you want to go about it. But that might have something to do with them being Japanese too. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe they do their games like that. I don't know. But overall, I think this is a very, very good Steelbook. Definitely one to add to the collection. I gotta admit, I kind of want to see what it looks like if we flip things around and do it that way. I mean, that's not too bad. I guess on shelves though, you would have no idea what this was unless you're a big Persona fan. But yeah, I gotta admit, this looks really damn cool. Definitely a lot cooler than I expected. I mean, Persona always looks very nice, very good looking game aesthetically, and overall this is really nice. And the dynamic theme, having the music and everything, is really cool as well. I'm glad that they took the time to actually, show fans the music and have the theme and everything else for $60. Whether or not this is worth it for you guys, really, I think depends on how big of a fan you are of the Persona series. I'm pretty big. I like Persona 3, 4, and 5. I haven't played the super old ones because, I just never really was able to play those at the time they came out. I wasn't alive, so yeah. Overall, though, this really just depends on whether or not you're willing to pay the extra $60. Yes, it is good for a Steelbook, but digitally, is it worth it? I'm not too sure. You're not getting anything physical, so obviously, I don't know if I'd pay $60 for this game digitally, but for the Steelbook, I definitely would. And for Catherine, I had the same thing. Would have I bought the game digitally? Probably not, but would I have bought it with the Steelbook? Definitely, because the Steelbook's just a nice collectible piece to have. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Let me know down below if you like these types of videos too, where I actually unbox some of these collector's editions that I kind of go over in some of these videos. I know I say sometimes that I actually am going to buy some of these editions whenever I would talk about them through GameStop and different sources and stuff. But let me know if you guys want me to actually unbox some of these, because I can definitely do that. And a lot of these games that I go over in my videos, I definitely plan on buying, most of them. Some of them I just kind of do it just to help people in general because I just like the series and I like making videos. But some of these I actually really intend to buy, especially some of the Dragon Ball ones, which I came to not like Dragon Ball Kakarot. But either way, games like this, where I know for sure I'm going to love, I definitely would like to start unboxing some of these. I definitely could pop out a couple more of those types of videos for you guys. But I think it's gonna be it for this video. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching.